Hello, I'm Blind for Upward, and this is the extra video of Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. In this video, I'm going to show off Super Tails and Debug Mode. To get Debug Mode first, I'm playing a Knut main character, I believe. I'm doing his Tails so I can skip for the intro. And it's time to show Tails. Tails can fly. He couldn't in Sonic 2, but now he can. He eventually tires out. Like that, he starts panning. And pretty much I think he might be slightly slower than Sonic, but he's faster than Knuckles. He can jump the same height as Sonic, and he can fly. And pretty much you have to jump on a swing in Angel Island. First start off in Angel Island. Start off, get on a swing, and then you enter the combination left, left, left. Left to 3 times, right to 3 times, and up to 3 times. You're gonna hear a ring sound too. I believe I eventually enter it. I'm not sure if you can hear that ring sound, but there's a ring song, and then you hit start, and then hey, that sends you back to this title screen. Then you go down, see sound test as a new option. And then you go to Mushroom Hill. And you just go pretty much, and you go to the first one of those, I don't know, the things you pull down, then you go up, pull down, go up. And then you enter the code there too. And then you hit start A again, but so pretty much we just gotta wait for the intro. And I was gonna show off the Marble Garden Act 2 boss, since that's slightly different in Tails, but pretty much it's much more difficult, and you pretty much have to hit him by going under, because propeller tails can hurt enemies. Pretty much you have to hit him from below, which is, so you can only hit him when he's going from side to side. But, and pretty much, you hear the code, hit A plus A. But I kind of didn't, I was going through right too. I was using debug mode, because debug mode, well, I'll show you off debug mode. It kind of lets you skip through levels. But then I caused a very odd glitch. I go Act 1, so. Then, I made a mistake there. To get to debug mode while you're in the level select, you actually, when you're picking a stage, you have to hit start to select stage, but hold the A button on the Genesis controller, or when you have that on your computer, or your emulator, if you're using an emulator. And then you get debug mode. The A button, and there's the 3 buttons. The A button changes gravity, presumably from Death Egg Zone, and allows you to do some crazy things. I kind of screw up here. Okay, I get stuck down here, so I gotta get out. And then the B button, I believe I show it off. Falling down my death here. So use gravity, and then I go keep flipping gravity. Eventually, B button lets you turn to an item, turn to a ring. You can place the item, and then the A button allows you to switch through. You place them with C button, and somehow it died there, but then at the top joint, I don't know what's happening. Debug mode can be kind of glitchy, but that's why it's debug mode. Anyway, you can let you be items. You switch with the A button. You place the item with the C button, and to go back to regular mode, you just hit the B button. It's pretty much down. And I'm gonna believe I hit this, then get the electric shoe. If you place rings, the electric shoe does not attract the rings you place with debug mode. But you can place the battery on pretty much any item stage you can place. Pretty much anything besides, I believe, pretty much anything. I think there are like some exceptions. Pretty much the boss, you can place platforms, but now like floating platforms. Not like the structure of the stage, just like the floating platforms. You can actually place like event things. Like that's just the event where the boss comes in and level and drills up. So that's that. It's not the actual boss. And you can place enemies. You can place like the golem guy. You can place shoots arrows like he usually does. And besides the ring blocks, I believe checkpoints. You can place checkpoints, and I believe those are the same. Didn't test it out. And you can place these item boxes. They're not random, they're actually a super box, which once you land them, you turn super. And you might notice this place is a ridiculous amount, so I'm gonna be here a while hitting boxes. Every time you hit them, you transform. So you can't just hit them all in a row. That's kind of annoying. You might notice I have this electric shield and I'm not attracting any of the rings that place, so. And you can get a lot of rings. The counter up goes up to 1,000. After that though, also I believe it's after 300 or 400 you stop getting extra lives from getting 100 rings. But after 1,000, this gets to random numbers, and random numbers and letters. And these quickies, I believe I don't actually reach an enemy, just throw them off, but they do attack any enemy. They attack any enemy, any boss. They make the game pretty easy if you're Super Tails. Pretty much just stand and you can pretty much defeat anything with these guys. Yeah, I out here because I was trying to get to the boss of Act 2. I realized I was in Act 1, so I hit the start A button. And now we're going to go back into Act 2. And we get a very odd glitch here. Go sound test. Go around like 2. I'm just going to be like a ring and just fly through to the boss. For some reason I want to be Super Tails. I'm going to fly around, place some random rings. Right here I decide to went past the ring, so I'm going to go get the ring. Or I mean the item box. And place a bunch, place them kind of like all around. So maybe I can like bounce off them. And I get Super Tails. But then that's going to take a while. So I jump through them all and I get E97 and the game kinda, I can't move and what? And it does that by itself and now I'm in Sonic and Knuckles somehow. I started Sonic and Knuckles somehow. I did not switch ROMs, it's still Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and somehow Sonic and Knuckles title screen loaded. And I hit to play as Sonic, and guess what? It starts Mushroom Zone. I pretty much just figure out how to get Sonic and Knuckles. I don't know how, I think I just completely caused the game to error out. Try to hit the A plus start and see if that fixes it, but no. And that coming to the end of the video, that was just, I don't know how that happened, but I'm falling for a reward. This was the extra video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.